Well, hello everyone. It's like you talked about right here is like for the question so far as why we wear gloves too is basically talking about we can probably think about maybe two reasons or maybe three reasons to why we would want to wear a pair of gloves, especially if you're going to be working in the bathroom. Is basically if you were to have like what you call is like with your bare hands, it's like using right here is like what you call is like for hand sanitizer right here. And anybody may be thinking about if you were to put some hand sanitizer, of course, on your hands it is, and maybe wipe your hands, say rub it on your hands it is, and basically say for the second thought it is, and basically knowing about that my hands are clean, but then after you like what you call is like and knowing about if you were to actually as like blow your nose and then of course and then talk about it's like toss that of course in the trash it is, and then if you were to maybe touch your hands, of course touch your forehead, maybe touch your glasses or wipe your shirt it is, it's like you got germs all over. Other than that, let's basically talk about it's like, well, why do we wear gloves? It is like why do we wear gloves? It's basically right here. It's like right here you got right here is CLR, and clean cleanser it is, and of course right here is a Lysol it is, and like it says on the directions, of course it's like for the toilet bowl cleaner, it's like if we were say if you're working right here, it's like with the scrub brush, like let's say with the scrub brush if you're working say scrubbing down the toilet it is, and basically that the number of things of course you could be working with while you're cleaning of course the bathroom it is, they say that it's strongly recommended of course to wear gloves for your extra protection it is. It's like right here is for the for my left hand it is. Put the gloves on for your left hand, and then for the right hand it is. But basically if you would be cleaning up in the bathroom it is, and then basically talk about for if you were to be wearing gloves, and then knowing about right here is like for the bath and say the toilet and bath cleaner it is, and we can maybe think about it's like you'd be scrubbing down the toilet, and then knowing about if I was like being on my knees it is, if I would be staying on my knees right here up on say next to the toilet it is, and be using these cleaners it is, and then knowing about with me is like again if I were like what you call is like standing on my knees it is, and then knowing about that you'll be using the type of cleanser it is, and by thinking about that really with the chemicals that of course you could be using of course could be what you call irritation for your skin, especially with the Lysol. They say that more likely if it gets on the skin, then more likely they can cause you say serious irritation of course to the skin. But other than that, like talking about right here, it's like right here it's like working with right here with the sponge, but they probably say that more likely recommend of course wear gloves. If you don't, it's like at least they say they keep your hands clean. It's like don't matter, it's like so far as talk about, you say it's a spread of germs, let's talk about right here is like for why we wear gloves too.